we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you a special presentation of
Two Nerds, a podcast. Your home for everything movies, music, video games, and everything in between. With your hosts, Bunny the Bruiser, and Dynamite Jared Latching.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Two Nerds, a podcast. I am Bunny the Bruiser!
And I'm Dynamite Jared!
And Jared, you know what?
Buddy.
This week is a milestone in Two Nerds history.
Is it?
It is. Today we are in episode 21 of season 2. So far we have surpassed the amount of episodes in season 1 with 20.
That's a milestone.
That is a milestone. There are 41 episodes of Two Nerds. One lost.
Once we reach 50 episodes total, that's when we've reached a true milestone.
True milestone.
So, buddy, I'm going to put the pressure on you right now. What are we talking about today?
I don't know, man. We're just going to shoot the shit, I guess.
Okay, so.
I guess before we get into us babbling about absolutely nothing for about 45 minutes, we have had a few episodes come out recently. We've got some pretty interesting interviews. We've interviewed some filmmakers, some friends of ours. Yeah. Anything you want to say about our recent episodes?
So I don't know what there is to say.
Check them out if you haven't, man.
I mean, they are on YouTube, and I don't know, are we still putting things on that one website?
No.
No, okay.
That was a season 1 thing.
All right. So we aren't even really a podcast then.
We're a YouTube video.
We're a video series.
Yes.
And we would make hella ad revenue if more than 30 people watched us every week.
We would make hella ad revenue if we could put ads on any of these new episodes, because apparently YouTube doesn't want you to swear anymore.
Oh, yeah. Fucking
they
PewDiePie's a Christian channel now. Like, he can't swear or else he won't make any money.
Yeah. Because they're
Have
saying...
we swore yet? Can we try to pull it off
in this
week?
episode? Have we swore yet? I don't know.
I don't know.
But we will try to be clean for the rest of this.
Okay.
We will see how it goes. But yeah, I saw they were saying it was
Let's make some money. I almost dropped an F-bomb right there.
Yeah. It's child abuse. It is child abuse is what they're saying on these publications. That YouTubers who swear.
All right, we'll probably will we get demonetized for speaking out against this without using cuss words?
I don't think so.
All right.
What in the flying flip is going on here, man?
It's just words. It's just words. And if you use F words, like what does the F word even mean? I know this is old news too, by the way, that like videos can't make any money with curse words. They get demonetized.
Yeah.
I know that's old news, but we'll talk about it now since our lifestyles depend on the money that we make from this.
Obviously, yes.
So what does the F word mean?
Fornication.
Okay.
It is a transitive verb, I guess. It's the art. Well, when you put the ing on there, it is the art of fornication.
Okay, let's see here.
You looking up?
Urban Dictionary is probably not the right one to do.
No, we will look on the standard Webster Dictionary or whatever comes up first on Google.
Have sexual intercourse with someone.
Yes.
Ruin or damage something. Used alone or as a noun, the F, or a verb in various phrases to express anger, annoyance, contempt, impatience, or surprise, or simply for emphasis. When did we decide, okay, so I can say I would have sexual intercourse with that, but the word F
yes,
suddenly makes it that much worse.
Yes.
I just never understood that. I understand that the D word is a curse word. You're cursing something when you D it.
Well, it's the way you say the F word is not in the best. It's not in. You're not actually assuming you could be talking about fornication, but most of the time when you're using that word, it is not the typical definition of what it is.
Okay, but what I'm saying here is it's perfectly okay for me to say fornication, but I can't say the F word.
We don't know if it's okay. We'll find out if we can.
Fornicate. I mean, what are these kids learning in school these days?
Nothing.
Okay.
I can tell you that.
You're the teacher. All right. So, anyways, we are going to set a goal for ourselves, and we are going to try and do a clean episode.
Yeah.
And
the family-friendly show.
We'll probably forget all about this by next week.
We'll
probably forget all about it by the end of the episode.
No, and like I say, it'll be at least 7 minutes before one of us just swears, because we naturally swear a lot just in our everyday speech.
Okay. The family-friendly podcast. Two nerds. Okay, buddy. The Grammy nominations or nominees, whatever, they've all been announced.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
When are the Grammys?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Let's see here.
But
are they next year?
Well, yeah, they're in 2018, I would assume. But the announcements were made earlier this week.
January 28th.
Yes.
Okay. There are a couple snubs. Some people have been snubbed. Some stars have been snubbed. And the internet is not happy about it. There's a picture of Link
playing the guitar. Yeah.
Okay. So let's go down this list
let's
here.
see some of these acts here that have not been getting the recognition they deserve according to wherever you found this image.
Twitter. In USA Today Life. Okay.
USA Today.
Lady Gaga.
Did she come out with an album this year? Here's the thing. I'm so out of touch with current music that's mainstream music that I don't know who's put out an album and who hasn't. Like
Ed Sheeran.
I mean, I know that one song he does, but I don't know much about him.
Demi Lovato.
No comment.
Katy Perry.
That surprised me she wasn't nominated for anything because she was in a lot of headlines.
Oh, Weekend.
Again, I didn't know he came out with anything, so
he did. I knew that. That was that Starboy album.
Oh, that was this year? Okay.
Yeah, because no, that came out last year. Never mind.
Yes.
Yeah, it came out late last year. It probably came out about like a year ago.
Well, it might have been too late for the 2017 nomination, so they might be counting that for this.
Okay, so
maybe
snubbed. Kesha.
Did you ever hear that story about Jerry Seinfeld and Kesha?
No.
Okay, so apparently there was a red carpet event, and Jerry Seinfeld's there, and I guess Kesha comes up to him and like tries to hug him, and he's like, no. And then she's like,
"Oh wait!" And he didn't know who she was, right?
She's like, "Come on, I'm Kesha," and he's like, "Okay, I don't know who you are. I don't want to hug you." He's like, "But come on, we're both famous." He's like, "No, I'm not hugging you."
The legendary story. All right, Miley Cyrus.
Again, didn't know. Like, seriously, I don't know any.
I didn't know she was still relevant. That's what I. Alicia Keys. I definitely did not know she was still relevant.
No. And then this last one.
The One Direction members.
None of them were nominated, or them as a group?
None of them were nominated.
Okay.
Because One Direction didn't. It's broken up.
Yeah, they broke up.
Yeah, so they can't.
Yeah.
So Harry Styles did not get nominated.
No.
What do you think about these snubs? Do you think some of them deserve more love than they?
I can tell you right now by looking at this list, I do not listen to any of the artists on this list.
I'm going to tell you right now that Miley Cyrus didn't get snubbed for anything ever since she did that twerking thing.
Yeah.
A few years ago with what's his face? Robin Thicke. Who didn't he put out that awful song?
Like Blurred Lines. That's the one they were twerking to, right?
The one that was like, basically, I'll probably get demonetized for this, even though it's not a bad word. He's basically talking about like raping a girl in the song.
I think so.
I know you want it. Like
yeah,
that song.
Yeah, that's Blurred Lines.
That song is so terrible, and how it got elevated to the height. Like it's not even pleasurable to listen to, and then when you hear about like the lyrics and the subject matter of the song, it just makes it even worse.
Yeah.
I'm saying if there was a good song about rape, then it'd be okay.
It'd be a decent track, but it's not a good song. That's the issue.
The Weeknd. I've never been huge on The Weeknd. I listened to Starboy though to hear the hype, And I
know,
wasn't blown away by
I know
it.
a couple singles. I have not listened to the full album.
I wasn't blown away by it. I know that they still play that single that he did for 13 Shades of Grey at my school.
13 Shades of Grey. 50,
Or 50 Shades, whatever. I wish
Several shades of Grey.
I wish it was only 13. 50 Shades of Grey soundtrack that he did, they did play it at my work. I said school before, but they play it at my work, and it's not that good. Lady Gaga, I did actually think I heard of her putting something out, but obviously I didn't hear much. I think I just heard she just put out an album, and that was it.
Maybe hers, it might be based on best performance because she was at the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Or something, because isn't there like an award for like best pop performance or something like that?
I actually watched a part of a documentary about her like getting ready for her Super Bowl performance, and it was just dreadful. It was. You like that when I break out the word dreadful because we're not cursing on this episode? It was absolutely awful. She came off. The documentary did not do her any favors. It made
No
her,
justice for Gaga.
It made her come off like an absolute stuck up, pretentious
Lady.
woman. Like, she came off not looking good in this thing, and I realize it's because like she's probably a perfectionist, but
Understandably so, but
just the way it made
again,
her
if the people making this documentary about her want, the goal should be to make people like her.
Most famous people, and I don't know any, but I know,
Tim
stories.
Boggs.
And I met, but Tim Boggs doesn't apply to this. Most famous people are like insane.
Yeah.
And they have like an insane amount of drive. That's what makes them insane, is that they're all perfectionists. And this is why they're all famous, is because they do stuff good and they make sure that they do it good. Like, did I say the A word during this?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't think so, but you might have.
So
Let us know in the comments.
I know that CM Punk has stories. Like, people think that he's a jerk, but like, it's really just because he's probably such a perfectionist and just like he's insane. All right. Ed Sheeran. I had no idea that he put anything out this year.
You don't know that one song that's like The Shape of You?
I saw that after the fact that
Yeah.
but
That was this year.
I don't know. Sing it for me.
It's like, I'm in love with the shape of you. Push and pull like a magnet do. That song. I'm not doing it anymore.
Okay.
I'm not doing it anymore.
All right. I had no idea Alicia Keys released something this year. I thought Alicia Keys was dead.
Apparently not, my friend.
Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Kesha was not snubbed of anything because Kesha...
She was snubbed out of a hug.
Kesha is trash. I've heard Kesha before, and I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that any new music she put out isn't a big improvement on the garbage that she's put out in the past.
My girlfriend saw her, because my girlfriend went to see the Jimmy Fallon show in New York, and she performed at that particular show, and she said it was actually kind of good.
Your girlfriend...
But she doesn't like Kesha, but she said the performance was good. It didn't sound like...
But also your girlfriend doesn't really like Metallica, right?
She'll bang to a couple albums.
Okay. See,
Not bang in fornication. I'm saying in the car. You
didn't have to emphasize that.
Yeah.
The One Direction members. Okay, now I heard that Harry Styles actually was killing it this year.
I wouldn't know, but yeah.
But I don't pay attention, so not snubbed. None of these guys were snubbed. Okay.
In your opinion.
In my opinion. So now we're going to move on to the actual nominations, and we're going to make our picks.
Okay.
And we're going.
And I have not seen these.
These are the preview and predictions. I sent these to Buddy earlier, and he didn't even look at them. Like, that was my intention to make sure.
Well, I like things to be genuine on the podcast, and if I'm researching
I wanted you to do research because I wasn't able to because I was at work. I went through a couple of them, but I don't remember.
Okay, well, we'll just stick to the major ones.
Album of the year. Well, actually, this is record of the year, whatever the heck that means.
Yeah, I don't know what a record is.
Because album of the year is right after that. So I don't know what record of the year even means.
Okay. I bet.
Okay, so these are singles, I guess. Well, I
Okay.
don't know why they didn't just say single of the year. Okay, the nominees are Redbone by Childish Gambino, Despacito by Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee featuring Justin Bieber. That song is garbage.
You didn't even listen to the full, unless you've listened to it in full since. You didn't listen to the full, because I was like, yeah, this song is like, everyone's talking about it. We should talk about it on the show. You listened to the first 30 seconds, not even the Justin Bieber version. You listen to the regular one. You listen to 30 seconds, and then you're like, all right, this is garbage. And you turn it
Yeah,
off.
because it was garbage. It's terrible. The Story of OJ by Jay-Z. That's off his new record. Or his new album.
Which I didn't know was even a thing.
Humble by Kendrick Lamar. And 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars.
Who is your pick, and why?
All right, so this is a tough one because we got some good stuff here. Mainly the last three, because I did not really care for Redbone
Okay.
by Childish Gambino. And I know that it basically became a meme.
Yeah, it did.
It's-
Almost immediately.
Like, Despacito is not my pick. I'm throwing that one right out because it is garbage. Humble is such a good, great song. The Story of OJ was okay, but the flow of it, I just didn't really care for. It wasn't like, I prefer like a more traditional hip hop flow, and this one had much longer gaps in between lines, which is more like modern hip hop.
Yeah.
And the beat is very old school. I like the song. It's just that the actual lyrics just don't flow right. 24 Karat Magic. Man.
I believe a quote from you earlier this summer was, you yelled at me. You were like, buddy, how'd you let me sleep on this new Bruno Mars?
Man, it's great. It's great. But the song That's What I Like is so much better.
That song is much better.
That song is so much better, and that song got snubbed in Record of the Year. So if this was That's What I Like by Bruno Mars, I'd be picking Bruno Mars. But I'm sensing that this is going to be repeated a lot as we go through this list. I'm going with Kendrick Lamar and Humble.
Okay. Well, you are obviously putting a little bit of personal opinion into this pick. I'm going with the mainstream opinion, and Despacito is winning this. I'm sorry to tell you that. I'm hoping I'm not wrong, but I'm fairly certain, because that was the most played song that I've heard
Okay.
in a very long time.
Okay, it sucks. All right. Now we're going to
Album of the
Album
year.
of the Year. And all right, so I guess my prediction, I guess I'll agree with you, is Despacito, even though it's what my personal preference is Humble.
Yeah, out of that list, mine as well, obviously. I haven't heard the Jay-Z song, but
Okay.
Humble, yeah.
Album of the Year. Awaken My Love by Childish Gambino. 444 by Jay-Z. I'm surprised that it even got nominated
When did this album come out? Because I didn't
earlier, like a few months ago.
Really?
Like, Miria was really big on it.
Okay, 'cause
And
I
she
didn't
kept
even-
showing me songs from it, and it's good. I'm just surprised that anything Jay-Z puts out this deep into his career
right.
is getting nominated for Grammys. But hey, more power to him. He's probably insane. Darn. By Kendrick
You
Lamar.
said it earlier.
Did I? No, I said Humble.
Oh, okay.
That's-
All right, yeah.
So Darn.
I didn't know if you said the album name after.
Darn by Kendrick Lamar. Darn you.
Oh, darn.
Darn you, YouTube. I'm
Oh, darn.
fudge. Melodrama by Lorde in 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars. Now, I'm going to just straight up say, and I'm going to say that my personal preference is Darn, and my prediction is Darn.
Okay.
I've been calling Darn to win Album of the Year since it came out. It's just such a good album.
It is a good album. I don't know if it was my favorite hip-hop album to come out this year. It probably
Oh,
is.
God, what hip-hop album came out that's better than that?
I like the Tyler album a lot.
Good Lord, no. Oh, man.
You're trash.
No, no. I mean, whatever. It's a good album. It's just not Darn by Kendrick Lamar.
not
Or
Darn.
just like absolutely like Man, that was amazing. So, what out of these nominees, what are you going with here?
Well, out of all these nominees, the only one I've heard in full is Darn. I've heard the singles off of 24 Karat Magic, but I'm going to have to go with Darn because that's the only one I've heard all the way through.
Great album. A fantastic album. Now, I've heard 24 Karat Magic all the way through. I'm not going to put myself through a Lord album. And I'm pretty sure I've heard pretty much everything on 444. Awaken My Love by Childish Gambino. I listened to probably about 3/4 of before I fully decided that it's just not for me. But still probably a good album, great album. Just not, whatever. Not my personal preference. Now, this is really throwing me off here.
Okay, so this says Song of the Year. So we have Record of the Year, Album of the Year.
So I'm assuming, okay, so what they're saying is Record of the Year still applies to singles. The singles that you put out, and usually there's the song and then like a remix of the song or whatever. It's like a 7-inch, usually traditionally. But
they don't make those anymore. Oh, you owe everyone a cherry cola.
Yeah, right. No. Song of the Year. Despacito. Okay. 444 by Jay-Z.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Issues by... They're no longer putting the names.
They're no longer putting
people.
the name.
It's a white female here.
It's a very small image.
Okay.
Let me see.
Is that Lord again? No, Lord has dark hair.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Nor do I know who that is or what that is.
Can I?
You can zoom in on it.
Yeah, I can.
But it still doesn't say the name.
1-800-273-8255, and that is not our call-in hotline for you guys to ask questions. That is the name of a song
by someone I don't know.
By someone I don't. Yeah, that we don't exactly recognize. And then That's What I Like.
Okay,
Mars.
So I'm going to go with That's What I Like, I guess.
Do you think that's getting Song of the Year over Despacito?
Well, I don't think Despacito's going to run away with 2. They might. I don't know.
By the way, only showing Justin Bieber in this one.
Yeah, and he's the remix. He's not even the original artist.
So this might be the remix of Despacito that they're claiming here. I'm going That's What I Like. That's my prediction is Despacito. But my personal preference is That's What I Like. That's the one that I want to win. Best New Artist is, I'm not even going to go through all these other ones.
I'm going with
obviously Lil Uzi Vert. It's Lil Uzi Vert. Okay. I've never listened to any of these.
You've never listened to Lil Uzi Vert?
No.
Oh, that song's a banger.
Is it really?
Kind of.
Okay, so let's I think that none of these other ones are going to be...
Isn't there best metal performance or like best metal album?
Okay, best rock performance.
Okay.
Leonard Cohen, You Want It Darker.
Okay, he's winning. He died, so he's gonna win.
No,
it doesn't matter.
Calm down.
Am I speaking too soon?
Yes, because The Promise by Chris Cornell, who also died. And he killed himself. So these are two that they're just kind of handing out. This is like, you guys died. We're going to show you some love at the Grammys. Okay. Run by the Foo Fighters. No Good by Khalil. And Go to War by Nothing More. Who are you taking here?
Leonard Cohen, man.
Leonard Cohen. What about Chris Cornell, man?
I don't know.
I'll go Chris Cornell.
Okay.
Here. I think that there was something about this performance that was super eerie. I think that it happened like just before he killed himself. I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly. Best metal performance: Invisible Enemy by August Burns Red. Black Hoodie by Body Count. That is running away with it.
What? I don't even know what that is.
Body Count?
No.
Ice-T's metal band?
No.
You've never heard of Body Count?
No.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
This is not a rib.
Body Count has been around forever. I think their first album came out in 89 or something.
Never.
Oh my goodness. Cop Killer? That's a thing. Body Count came into Flying J one night, actually.
And were you there?
I was there. And Ice-T was like out in the trailer. Like he didn't come in, but like his drummer and everything all came in. Yeah. He was in there hanging out with Coco and his Bulldogs. Forever by Code Orange. And Sultan's Curse by Mastodon, and Clockworks by Meshuggah. Let's get Meshuggah out of here because they suck.
Okay. I thought it was Meshuggah.
Whatever.
Or is it Meshuggah?
Whatever. Who you taking here?
I'm taking Code Orange.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Bring it home.
I'm gonna go Code Orange here too. They've just been an absolute snowball this year. They just keep rolling and getting bigger and bigger. They were on NXT Takeover, and I just keep seeing them in everything. They were just at a Rolling Stone article of like top 10 metal albums of the year, or something like that. I don't know. Jamie just posted it on Facebook today. So, all right, best rock song, Atlas Rise by
Metallica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blood in the Cut by A Blank Image. Go to War by Nothing More. We saw that earlier. That's the only way I know. Run by
Wasn't that Foo Fighters?
Yeah,
earlier.
which is weird. It's a rock song. Okay, and The Stage
by There's No Image
by
next
A Blank Image. Who we got?
I'm just gonna I would like to pick Metallica, but they never fucking win ever.
Oh, you did it!
Damn it!
God damn it! Oh, you son of a bitch, buddy! You fucking cocksucking piece of shit asshole! Fuck! Shit! Son of a bitch! Everyone was rooting for us! You fucker! No! God. We're making no money! No money, you fucking piece of shit! Fuck you, YouTube! Take our video down, you fucking assholes! God! Cock! Shit! Damn it! Fuck, you got so goddamn fucking mad about Metallica never winning shit that you just had to break the fucking streak that we had going. Did you do that on purpose?
No, that wasn't me.
Fuck boy. Alright.
But Atlas Rise isn't even the best song on that album.
Alright, so fuck that shit. It's Run by Foo Fighters.
Spit Out the Bone is the jam. That should have been nominated.
The lyrics are so shit. They're so shit. Best rock album. Emperor of Sand by Mastodon. Didn't listen to that shit. Hardwired to Self-Destruct by Metallica. Okay. The Stories We Tell Ourselves by Nothing More. They're all over this shit. Villains by Queens of the Stone Age. In a Deeper Understanding, The War on Drugs. Who do you got?
Go with my heart with Metallica, I guess.
They never win
They
shit.
never win, but maybe our faith in them will help.
Man, I don't...
And that's the only one I've listened to out of any of that.
I haven't listened to any of this other shit. And so I'm going to say that based on how I've listened to it, I don't think it's going to win. I don't think it's original enough to win.
No, you got a point.
So I'm going to go.
You just got to root for your boys.
I'm going to root for them, but I'm going to say that Nothing More, since they've been nominated for
a
three
lot,
other
yeah.
things, I think that they're going to win. Okay, the Gorillaz put out an album?
I actually did hear that. I didn't listen to it, but I heard that they did, yeah.
Okay, so...
Well, he did or whatever. It's just
look,
one guy,
it's that bitch Kalani that freaking broke Kyrie's heart. Caused him to leave Cleveland. Alright,
That's really all the major ones.
yeah, I mean, there's Best R&B Song. I mean, we could go... Basically, it's Redbone versus That's What I Like. Who do you got here?
That's what I like.
I'm going to say that Redbone's going to win that.
I don't really see That's What I Like as R&B, so you're kind of right, I think.
Okay.
It's pop. So what else is up?
I don't know.
Have you seen Finn Balor's tweets?
I've seen...
They're a riot.
I saw them, and they're all right.
You don't think it's funny?
It was okay.
It was okay.
How was everyone's Thanksgiving? Hopefully you didn't eat ketchup or cranberry sauce at Thanksgiving. That was last week's poll, or the week before?
The week before.
The week before's poll. I'm getting thrown off because of the epic Tim Boggs interview that we did. It is epic. So you won by a narrow
I did.
margin.
Narrow margin this week.
Ketchup
was a close second.
Ketchup was ahead for most
It
of
was
the
actually
run there.
at the beginning. It was.
I don't know what everyone's got against ketchup. I just kind of spit that one out. But I guess it's not very good at Thanksgiving.
No. Well, you said in our last episode without a guest, you said that you were going to unveil the theme for December. So have you got any ideas?
I've been thinking about it all goddamn day, and I don't have any ideas.
He's thinking. He's doing some weird stuff with his tongue. Very close to my nipples. It's a strange
Very
time.
close to your cock.
It's a very strange time in the studio right now.
Shit. I don't know. I guess we just talk about Christmas stuff.
Talk about Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Okay. And then I got a comment on the link I shared. Do you remember the band Broken Side?
Yes, I do, and I saw your thing today.
Yeah. Yeah, I posted.
So walk us through this real fast.
I just shared the video. It was a fond memory of mine.
And mine, and Ricky's.
A not so fond memory. Okay.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's so funny. For those of you that are too young to have been around during the MySpace days of the internet, there was a hellacious scene
Yes.
going on around the time. And basically these scene people, led by the flamboyant, racist Jeffree Star.
I don't know if he was the leader.
Oh man, he was pretty high in the fucking pecking order.
There was Bring Me the Horizon. There was.
Oh god, but were they the fucking like the leader?
I don't know. I don't think Jeffree Star was.
Basically, the scene is that you straightened your hair, you dyed it 3 different colors, you had snake bites, you wore eyeshadow,
You wore the tight pants.
I mean, everyone remembers the scene look, okay? Commonly referred to as the emo look, even though
it's not emo.
Emo is basically just dudes wearing flannels.
Yes.
And probably having beards. Basically,
us
my
on a
look,
normal day.
My look right now.
Yeah. I'm not wearing a flannel currently, but
if I was wearing glasses right now and my hat wasn't so extravagant and it just said like,
if it was like a 90s sports team,
if it
like a vintage hat.
Yeah, it was just or it was like some beer or cigarettes or something like that, then I would be totally emoed out right now. But it's a Zelda hat with many patches on it. And so anyways, back in this day, these people could do no wrong. If you had your hair straightened and your eyes darkened and you were wearing fucking snake bites and you knew how to do some good crabcore moves, you could do no wrong on the MySpace or on the YouTube or wherever was going on at that time.
I'm gonna remind you of a band when you're done with this to see if you remember it. But go ahead.
Okay, and so there was a band that, fortunately for myself, I had forgotten about for a long, long time.
Until today,
because I was going through my Facebook time hop memories, and I guess like 7 years ago today, I did the same thing that I did today.
Just share this video.
Not this video. Like Broken Side literally came out with a song like that day or like that week or something, and I shared it, and I was like, "Oh, new Broken Side track!" Like I'm fucking headbanging. And it was, oh man, I don't even remember what.
It's like, let's get freaky now, let's get fucking.
I shared Freaks today.
Yes. Yeah.
The song I shared back then was different.
Oh, okay. You were branching out with your Broken Side.
Yeah. Let me see here. I'll probably recognize it when I look up Broken Side.
Okay, but the band I was going to ask you about, do you remember Design the Skyline?
I think
Please
I heard them.
tell me you remember.
I heard them.
The worst fucking band on the planet. By a wide margin.
It was Teach Me How to Scream.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Let's just give you guys a sample of what we're.
Teach me how to scream. Teach me how to scream. Teach me how to scream. Teach me how to scream.
We're already demonetized anyway, so.
I can't deal with it.
They also have this thing where they this like a theme in their music videos where they always have like people dressed up as giant animals. Like there was like a pig in like Freaks. There's like a bear in this one. I think the pig was in 40 ounce as well. So basically what we have here. Is that a man?
I don't know.
Basically what we have here is the members of, oh god, what was that one band? Escape the Fate.
Yeah.
Which again, that was a band that just like didn't sound, I don't like all these bands like did different stuff and it was all terrible. But like, but like Jeffree Star kind of started this thing. I feel like he started it.
Like the screamo hip hop.
Yeah,
thing.
like that kind of like collision there. That's because it was not a good like meshing of genres. So anyways, we got this dude here. He's got his hair all straightened and he's all emo looking. And he'll be like, ah! Like, God. Did you listen to Freaks today when I posted the song?
No, but I remember it.
Oh, God. It's awful.
It's so funny.
It's awful.
What is that other... Do you remember the Nicky FM video? Where he gets like the T on his face.
Oh, it's so fucking funny. I used to laugh so goddamn hard at that because, it's just so funny. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, look up the Nicky FM music video, and if you can stomach the whole song, then you'll get to this point at some point in the song. If you can't, about 3/4 through, it's the bridge. It's like after the second
nice
chorus,
and soft going on.
It's the bridge, and whatever. And then for no fucking reason whatsoever,
they throw the T.
Nicky's dad, I believe, throws the T at the lead singer of Hawthorne Heights' face. This is like a hot T, okay? And it just matches up perfectly with the scream in the song. And he's screaming. He's got tea all over his face. It is fucking hilarious. It's priceless, timeless. It's the greatest thing that Hawthorne Heights ever did.
Yeah.
It's the peak of their career.
It's one of the peak of the scene era.
Yeah.
What's that other horrible? Blood on the Dance Floor? Remember that?
God. Yeah, I remember them. I brought them up 2 weeks ago on the show when we were talking about Warped Tour.
Oh, yeah,
That's the
you
last
did.
time I went.
Yeah,
Blood
yeah.
on the Dance Floor was
Yeah.
there. And Blood on the Dance Floor is such a fucking, like, terrible band that totally...
quote-unquote band.
That totally ripped off Japanese Visual K style and tried to fucking do it in America with really awful music.
Yeah.
So, like, fuck that. You're terrible. Everything about you is fucking fake.
Yeah. What's another scene memory you have?
Oh, God.
Something
When we had a
that's fun.
show at Ryan Zachar's house, and it was a great lineup, and nobody went because Bring Me the Horizon was playing in Cleveland.
I was at Ryan's house that night.
I think I did a speech during my
You did.
Fast Plan set about
did.
how shitty Bring Me the Horizon was.
Was it Fast Plan or was it Death Striker? I think it was Death Striker.
It might have been like the last Death Striker show with like fucking...
with Josh Dean.
With Josh Dean on bass, and we covered Fascist Pig and did an awful job because Josh Dean just didn't focus at practice.
Yeah.
Is what it was. And I guess the way that I write riffs and shit is difficult for some people to grasp. And Josh was a punk, punk was the genre of music that he's so used to playing.
Punk and acoustic.
Yeah, so like when the thrash came in, he wasn't used to playing like kind of like semi-technical metal riffs that were fast. So it's what it is. He looked like he was an all-time low at the time, which is another.
He was wearing like a big sweater and like he had like I think he had like a hat on. Like
he's probably wearing a fucking headband or something.
Like that was the era of Josh Dean we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Any scene memories for you?
No.
besides your hair.
I have a Ryan. My hair was pretty seen. No, I didn't dye it or anything.
You can splice my yearbook photo on this. I mean,
if I can find it.
Yeah, it's on my Instagram somewhere. Even I was a victim to the scene phase. Not even really that I liked any of this music. I just liked the hairstyle.
Yeah.
And I still to this day think it's kind of a cool hairstyle.
Well, your girlfriend has it now, so.
Well, okay. Okay. No, I'm just a huge fan of anime, and that was the closest that Westerners ever had to having anime hair in the mainstream. So I did it more for the anime look than being seen. But also, it's what girls were into at that time.
That is true.
So.
And you hung out at the mall on Friday nights.
Yeah, so I had to do what I had to do. And my yearbook photo was a bad hair day. I couldn't get my hair straightened, but you can see that I'm trying.
If I can send it to me if I can't find it, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it.
Okay.
I will splice it in. If you send it to me, I will splice it in.
Okay.
So if it's not in the video right now, no star reviews, you know why? Because Jared did not send it.
Well, I'm gonna look for it right now.
Okay. So what else this week? Is that all? This week there's not much to really say. I guess not much went on.
I'm sure all kinds of news will come out tomorrow.
Yes, obvious. That happens every week. We're sorry we didn't have a very exciting show for you guys, but I guess we made it a little entertaining here and there.
I mean, it was Hitchcockian suspense for like 3/4 of this show until you dropped the F-bomb talking about Metallica.
It was pretty suspenseful, I must say. But yeah, I guess if that's it, we can sign off, and hopefully next week
I'm signing off.
So that's Dynamite Jared signing off. Hopefully next week we have another exciting episode for you guys, and this is Buddy the Bruiser signing off.
I look good in that picture.